Probably
So,
see it Saturday.
all right. So, let's get into the excuse me pay-per-view itself before we move over to in WWE NXT. Tomorrow night, I'm sorry, Saturday night, we have 8 matches currently on the card. 7 technically because Moxley and Omega is an unsanctioned match. So we'll go with that match last. We're going to go from bottom to top on how Wikipedia has it lined up. Dave, first we have Joey Janela taking on Sean Spears with Tully Blanchard. Joey Janela seems to be very fan favorite with the crowd. Everybody loves him. And Sean Spears, we haven't really seen much of him since his feud with Cody. What are your thoughts on this particular match, and who do you have winning on Saturday
uh,
night?
this match doesn't interest me at all, but because if it's a Joey Jelly match, whatever his name is, he should be. It should be a hardcore match. I mean, no one wants to see him in nothing but hardcore wrestling. That's what they want. That's what we're
Well,
all known
to
for
be
them.
fair, it wouldn't be fair for him to be just stuck in hardcore matches because that's what he's well known for. I think
Well,
you
that's
should.
what
I
you
think what you
pay
should
to see.
do, is give guys like him and Jimmy Havoc and Darby, guys that are known to have crazy ass matches, a chance to show that they can actually wrestle. Because that's what a lot of people like I and other people have said about Joey, is that he's just a gimmick. He's just a guy that goes into and wrestles with light bulbs and does all this crazy shit. But like Bob Ruski has said in the chat, and I've seen people say it on Twitter, Joey Janela can actually wrestle. He can have a match without having gimmicks involved. Don't you want to see some guys like in Janela, like a Havoc, can prove themselves, or you just want to see them beat the shit out of each other with staple guns?
So what they've done to get themselves noticed is all these crazy hardcore matches. But now when they finally get on a big, so Mance Warner is going to join AEW and be a just a wrestler. I
Well,
mean,
some guys, they can't leave what they're doing. Like a guy like him, I don't expect him to ever be in AEW. But AEW is a professional company. The Mansour and all them are in a top of company that have death matches, that is well known for death matches. I think Janela is what I think what they're trying to do is transition him from that into something else, because he's starting to get proven. He's got not proven, but he's starting to get put into matches that are not just the death or hardcore matches. We've seen him in regular matches, and I think like we've said in the chat room and us as well, Spears is a guy that is going to get people over. He's not going to be a guy that's going to be getting title shots after
really,
title shots after title shots. I don't see that. I think Moxley. I'm not
that's
sorry.
crazy
I
to
think
me.
Spears is a guy that is happy where he is in life. He's not. He's actually being able to go out and wrestle when he gets the opportunity to. And I feel like he'll put Joey Janela over on Saturday night, and we'll actually
Wow.
see a good match on Saturday night. It might be more Spears directing the match, but I do think, like Bob Ruski said, I think we get an upset and we get Joey Janela beating Spears tomorrow
Wow.
night on
I
Saturday
mean,
night.
because
Excuse
to
me.
me, all I heard when Spears came in to feud with Cody, oh, Spears is a star. He's going to be one of the top guys, and I'll use correctly and all that. And then he loses to Cody, and then
Well,
loses
you
again.
forget, Dave, how old Sean Spears is. He's in
I
his.
understand that, but he was being brought in as like a superstar. He got Tully Blanchard as his manager, and to me, he should win because he hasn't really done nothing since he came there.
Okay,
He
fair point.
hasn't. He beat some Christopher Daniels lookalike, and now he's
Brandon Cutler.
wrestling Christopher Daniels lookalike. I mean, that's my point. And now he's facing one of his biggest matches since Cody Rhodes.
Jeffrey Cross says Spears has to win because he hasn't won yet. Well, he won this past week, but
He beat Christopher Daniels
he hasn't
lookalike.
won a big match in AEW. Just those squash matches. MJF isn't a heel like he's trying to play it. He's just a dick. He's on Cody's side, on the side of the biggest face, and he's like Wade Barrett. He's a tool we love. He's not doing type of things. Sorry, bro. Give back your heel card. He's gonna turn heel. He's gonna turn heel. Because he just plays that character just so damn well. Next, we do have SoCal Uncensored, Lucha Brothers, and Private Party in a triple threat tag team match for the tag team titles. Please, AEW, for the love of God, have all three men in the ring at the same time and not just
No
have
tags.
two.
No
I don't
tags.
care if there's no fucking tags in this match. There shouldn't be. This match should be a tornado
Tony,
match.
you're gonna get what you want because it's not gonna just be all three. It's gonna be all six. They're all gonna be in the ring. There's gonna be no tags at all.
I wouldn't doubt
you're gonna
that.
get what you want.
I wouldn't doubt that we get all six and we probably see Phoenix do some type of crazy ass move off the top rope onto all of them. We probably will see that. But what I think is they need to have three guys in the ring. With these type of guys in this match, you can't just have two in the ring. You got to have three in that ring. Dave, do we see new titles? No, sorry. Do we see the titles change hands tomorrow night, or do you have SoCal walking back
Saturday night.
What do I keep saying? Did I say Sunday night?
Tomorrow.
I keep saying night. Tomorrow night. I guess I keep thinking it's Friday. I apologize, guys.
Yeah. It would make no sense because you devalue your tag titles. You haven't to drop the titles already.
Right, yeah. After that big old tournament they just went through.
Yeah, it makes no sense. But personally, I would love to see Private Party win the tag titles. Give them to a young upstart team. Let these veteran tag teams put over a young team and make them stars. To me, that would have been the best way to do this tournament. Having Private Party as a tag champions because it shows you're going the youth movement and not the old movement. Like you have a couple older tag teams who are wrestling. I'm not saying that Lucha Brothers and SCU are old, but they're not spring chickens either.
Spring chickens. Okay, I got that. So who do you have winning?
Glad you caught that reference. I'm glad.
You had SoCal winning?
Yes, I have SoCal winning, but I would love to see Private Party pull it off.
Now, does anybody know if Christopher Daniels is legitimately hurt or is this kayfabe? If it's kayfabe, I'm going to say he doesn't show up. But if he's not really hurt, I think he shows up tomorrow night. Saturday night. God. Today's Thursday. I think maybe Daniels comes up and shows up and maybe kind of helps them get the win. Maybe distracts the Lucha Brothers, something like that. But I do think SoCal wins and retains those titles. I don't think you have them hot potato it already and have them lose it after them just winning it about a week ago. I think that would make a lot of people scratch their heads on. And remember, titles mean things and all this crap. So I don't think we see a hot potato quite yet.
If you are dropping your world title, which we'll get there and talk about it, I'm not saying they are, but if they are, do you want to drop all the titles on your first big pay-per-view? You don't.
Right, you got to have some titles stay on the same people. SCU ain't dropping those titles on the first defense. They'll pin Private Party. Lucha Bros can stay on the back burner looking strong until it's time to heat them up again, while SCU moves on to bigger threats. Okay. Oh, pretty sure it's just kayfabe. I hope so. I wouldn't be surprised if Daniel shows up.
I love Daniel. He's one of my favorites. I don't want him hurt. I want to see him get a spot to shine.
We have Rio taking on Emi for the AEW Women's World Championship match. This was added this week. Dave, do we see Rio lose on Saturday night?
I would say no. I don't fucking know, honestly, because I don't know much about the other person. I don't know much about Rio, so I would say she keeps it because it's not really her first offense, but it's her first big pay-per-view. No, it's not her first big pay-per-view, but still, it's her first title defense on a big pay-per-view there. So I would say she keeps it. If she can beat the giant Nyla Rose, she should definitely be able to beat this one.
Yeah, and I think it should still be a good match. You saw some of what they have in store for us on Saturday last night. When they went off in that tag team match. So it should be a good match. I know a lot of people are not the biggest fans of Rio, but I do think that she retains the title tomorrow.
Yeah.
God damn it, Saturday night! Fucking and Anthony! Shit!
If you pay attention to the old school wrestling ways of doing things, if the challenger gets the pin the week before the pay-per-view, a few days before the pay-per-view,
right,
usually means the champion's retaining. I'm not saying they still go by those rules, but...
Very true. Her beating her teacher, that'll be something. Oh, okay, yeah. Oh, that's right. She trained.
Yeah, they said that. Yeah,
That's right. You're that good point there, Bobaruski. I could see them. She beating her, and then they kind of like do a little hug at the end. The crowd just going all right. Yeah, when she puts her hand up. That's probably what we'll see.
Dave Meltzer is gonna be nutting like crazy in this match because it's a Japanese wrestler and it's AEW show. He's gonna be going crazy.
Better have his tissues ready. That's for sure. Next, we do have B. Priestley taking on Britt Baker. I think this match is on the pre-show, if I'm not mistaken. Excuse me. If I'm not mistaken. Whoa. Thank you, Richie Vargas, for the 100 bits. Whoa. Richie coming strong tonight. Thank you very, very much tonight, brother. Appreciate that. Who do you have winning that match? Britt Baker's been kind of inconsistent on matches. She wins some, she loses some. She just had a match a couple of weeks ago where she won. Do you think they're building her up to get another title shot, or do you think B. Priestley will be next in line to take on Rio?
I have no fucking clue, but I'll say just because the only person I know is on this whole women's division besides Brandy and Awesome Kong.
Thank you,
and
Bill.
Let's never use her, but still. I would say that Britt Baker wins just because they started this feud during the Battle Royal and all that. So, yeah, I would say Britt Baker wins, I guess.
I'm going to go B. Priestley. I think she'll be next in line for Rio. I think Rio will be the one that gets the win Saturday night. B. Priestley gets to win. Awesome. Whoa! Richie Vargas. Damn, brother. 500 smackaroos. Thank you very, very much.
Richie Vargas making it rain.
Richie Vargas is, yes, definitely making it rain. Thank you, brother. Appreciate that. Very, very much. Thank you. Very, very speechless. Thank you. Y'all been very generous tonight with the bits. Appreciate that, guys. It is the closest thing the women's division has to a storyline, and it's getting the pre-show spot. Seems weird. Anyway, I like Britt's promo on a recent edition of Dark, but I don't think this will be much more than a standard pre-show match. I'll pick Baker to get the win, says Mr. AEW. Excuse me. Junk in my throat tonight, man. I do think B. Priestley wins. I think they're building her up to be the next big-time heel. I know Awesome Kong is another one that they're building up, but I think B. Priestley gets the win over Britt Baker.
Something I can say really quick about this is that if they don't make Baker win, it seems like she's become like, or a bust, as basically she was their number one pick. And yet you've basically done nothing with her except have her win a match in her hometown.
Richie,
that's all they've done with her.
Richie says, it's just for me to keep the profile picture on Twitter. Y'all are bastards. Y'all make me have to actually do double takes on who's tweeting out.
You know what we should do?
I'm like, oh, is this Bob? Is this Richie? Is this bizarre one? Is who's tweeting? I got to double check now.
Okay, Richie, I know what we got to do now. We got to change our first names to Bobruski.
No, that would be awful.
That's the top.
That would be horrible.
He's going to say Bobruski.
That would be horrible. Ali, is he saying Ali is a bust right now? They're wasting her? Yes.
I would say Ali's not a bust, but they haven't done.
Sure. She's not a bust, but they are wasting her at the moment. They haven't really brought her onto the main roster, which she should be on. Absolutely. Next, we do have Adam Page versus Pac in a singles match. This has been building up since the last AEW pay-per-view. Dave, who do you have winning this match? Pac has not taken a loss yet. I'm pretty sure on that.
Has Page won a match?
I think so. I'm sure he has.
Tag match, maybe, but has he won a...
I could pull up the standings real quick there, Dave, if you really want me to.
I don't care about that. But I'm just saying, I would think Pac should win this because he's the only one in AEW other than Cody, I think, that hasn't lost a match.
Oh, he did win the Rumble thing. Did they count that as an official? Do they count that?
But I think Pac and Cody are the only ones with undefeated records, and if it does go down like that...
Well, Jericho, too. Jericho has an undefeated...
Okay, Jericho, too, but yeah, okay.
Oh, he beat Sammy last week. That's right. He did beat Sammy. That's right.
Oh, Page? Yeah.
That's very true. I expect a good match here, and they have done some things to really spice up the heat between the two. I say Pac wins and Hangman gets left at a crossroads that ultimately leads to him turning heel against the Elite. That's a good guess there. I agree with him on that because there has been. I don't touch on the Elite, but I've seen the news and the stories on Twitter that seems like Page is kind of distancing himself from the Elite. Again, he didn't show up last night to help in that big old brawl.
I mean,
Now,
Texas fans claiming that Pac lost when Moxley bailed, but last night on the show, they said Pac's only blemish was in that draw. They didn't mention that tag team loss at all. So they did say his only blemish was the draw with Moxley, and that's it. That's what they said last night.
okay, so who do you have winning, Dave?
Pac.
I have Pac winning as well. I think Pac's going to be the next
Yeah, he should.
guy in line for the World Championship. I think this will be a really good match. Could be match of the night, like Dave said. Should be a really dandy of a match, and they've built. This is another one that they have built up really nicely. It's been a long build between these two guys from their pay-per-view, from the last pay-per-view until now. They've done a good job with these two. I feel like it should be a really good match, and like Dave said as well, I think Pac picks up the win on Saturday night. We have the Young Bucks taking on Santana and Ortiz. Dave, do the Young Bucks go over on Saturday night?
Probably, even though I hope it's XLAX. I hope it's them. Or are they Pride and Glory or something like that now? Or Pride and Power? I don't know what it is. But anyway, I want them to win it, but the Bucks will probably go over. But I'm pulling for XLAX, I'll call them that. Because Ortiz and Santana, because I really like those guys from their Impact days, and this is a match I have wanted to see for a long time. So
I'm gonna go out on a limb here, everybody, and say this will be match of the night. This will be match of the night right here.
Which match will have fewer tags? This match or the tag title match?
No, Zandero has been in the show before, Alice. I've shouted him out many, many times. But yes, welcome to the show, Zandero. Thank you for interacting with us tonight. Hangman wants to do some cowboy shit. Let's wrap it up. We have two more matches to go. Oh, you didn't tell me who you got winning, Dave. You say Santana Ortiz?
I'll say the Young Bucks, but I want Ortiz and Santana to win.
I'm going to go the opposite and say Santana Ortiz get the win here. And the Young Bucks take another loss, surprisingly. I know. Oh, thank you, Kanalu742 for the host there. I appreciate that. Thank you. I'm not sure if you've been to the show before, but welcome. Thank you. We are live every Tuesdays. Well, Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays. Tuesdays are our Impact Watch Party. Thursdays are our AEW and NXT recap show, and Saturdays are our Shoot the Shit, where we touch on everything.
Oh, my bad.
Next week, everybody, program note. Program note. Program note. Next Tuesday, we will not be live for Impact Watch Party. No Impact Watch Party next Tuesday night. Taking a break. But in 2 weeks, we will be back again with our Impact Watch Party. Huge show. They'll be announcing the #1 contender. So we definitely will be live for our Impact Watch Party there. And hope everybody will join us. Start program note. Program note. All right, let's move on, Dave.
Really quick, I made a mistake. I didn't know that. I thought that was Texas Legends fan, but I guess it's not. It's Ted FX.
Oh, Ted FX, yes. What's up, Chris?
Yeah, I keep thinking that's Texas Legends fan, so I'm looking at my TV and it almost looks like it's Texas, but my bad.
So
Lucha Brothers tag title match.
Dave, we need your commentary Tuesday, says Babaruski.
What commentary is that?
On Impact.
My commentary is terrible.
So Impact Watch Party on Friday then? Maybe. I just figured that we maybe take a little bit of a break from Impact, from that show we got on last Tuesday. And next Tuesday, this Tuesday, but 2 weeks from now, they're having a big show, big like fatal 5-way match to figure out who's going to be the next #1 contender. I feel like that's a show we definitely should cover. And fuck it, who knows? Maybe I'll change my mind and we'll do an Impact Watch Party on Tuesday. Anyways, we'll see. We'll let you guys know for sure. But yes, Freebirds is Texas Legends fan.
Okay.
Let's continue. We got the 2 big matches left on the card. We'll go with the match that's official. Chris Jericho taking on Cody, with the stipulation added last night: if Cody loses, he will never challenge for the AEW World Championship again. Dave, who do you have walking out as the AEW world champion.
The promo of the year, everyone's saying the best promo they've heard in years. I'm going to say it's probably Cody Rhodes. Or sorry, just Cody, my bad. Sorry, Vince. Just Cody.
No, I'm Free Birds for Life. That used to be Texas Legends. Okay, good point there. I don't know if it was the food I ate or that Impact show, but I was throwing up after. After watching Impact on Tuesday, I feel like I wasted my fucking Tuesday night.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Cody won't challenge again, but Stardust will.
Cody won't challenge again.
Props to you there, Gator. that one was a good one.
A dusty finish. Yeah, I like that.
That man. Whew. Thank you for those bits, brother. Appreciate that. He said Cody won't challenge again, but Stardust will. That one got me. That was funny.
Cody loses and creates the TV title.
There you go. Oh gosh. Mr. AEW with a big paragraph here. I haven't seen one of these in a while. They have built this match up expertly in recent editions of Dynamite. Jericho's attack on the first episode, Cody's promo, the video package, the VIP suite attack, the contract signing, and last night's Wild Brawl all combined to help make this match feel like it's a can't miss. The added stipulation adds a layer of intrigue too. Will Cody lose and never go for the title until he turns heel and abuses his power to break the rule anyway? Will Jericho get himself DQ'd and expose that loophole? Or will Cody win? It went from being an obvious Jericho win situation and made it a little bit more unpredictable, which is good. I can't wait to see what happens here, but I will predict Chris Jericho to retain, possibly due to Hangman heel turn I predicted earlier. Ooh. Okay.
They should do a Steiner Brothers and Outsiders. Classic Dusty finish. You remember this one? Where the Steiner Brothers win at an NWO.
Oh, really, Bob Ruski? That's funny. I didn't know that.
But with a referee count who isn't sanctioned to be the referee in that match, so it gets reversed the next night. Or for them, the next 5 days.
With this added stipulation to this match, I do wonder how they do the finish. Do we see a funky finish where someone comes down and turns heel on Cody? Or do we see something crazy happen, of like a debut or someone shows up? It's going to be interesting. You know, a lot of people probably going to say maybe MJF turns heel on him. I'm really intrigued with this match, knowing that it's going to be a good match, but I'm also wondering how they're going to book it. I'm very curious to know how they're going to do this match Saturday night. I want a Cody versus Tommy Dreamer, and if Cody wins, he gets to burn Tommy's polka dotted pants. So probably could have saw that a couple of years ago in Impact. So you have Cody winning. I'm gonna go Chris Jericho. I think Chris Jericho wins.
Look.
I think some funkiness happens. But I do
He's
think
being booked against the Booker.
Oh, that's right. Remember, they're judges, and that's right.
If this match goes 60 minutes, I'm not doing it.
I forgot about that. Ooh, they could put it into. Damn, that is right. So they can add some extra drama to this mix, and have them go the full 60.
Oh my god!
And have the judges make the call, and have Cody's career come down to judges making a decision.
We know who the judges are probably going to be. Tony Khan, Dustin Rhodes, and Brandy Rhodes. Those are going to be the three judges.
No, I wondered who they do. I think they should bring in Taz. I was telling Bob Risky on Twitter, bring in Taz as a judge. Why not? He did a commentary.
They should bring in some NWA guys. That's what they should do.
I want the shittiest finish ever just to see AEW fans finally bitch about something, says Truth and Loyalty. Jericho wins by Jack Swagger, we the people. If that happens, we're going to fuck shit up. I'm curious to see what they do.
If Jericho doesn't come out with Mr. Fuck Money, Mike Jones, then I am done.
Virgil, all three judges, fuck him. Yeah. Oh man, we have to see a cameo appearance from Virgil on a full.
There
That'd
better
be
be a
great.
Russian judge. There better be a Russian judge. I'm sorry.
I'm not sure Y2J can go 60 if it gets to that. I don't know either. I don't know if he can either, but that does add extra drama to the match. That's a very good
They need
point
to do
there,
some.
Robert said that I totally forgot about.
They better be doing some of that old school WCW time shaving. Then, like it goes like this.
He said Brandy Rhodes takes like 5 minutes to make her decision, followed by a promo about her decision before she finally tells Cody. That's Ganny Kids, I don't know what you're on tonight, brother, but you're on fire tonight. Good shit. That's funny. Anybody explain the judges thing yet? It doesn't make sense. It's not boxing. You win via pin, submission, DQ, or countout. Will they check their arms? Who has more bruises? You know, it's coming down to
I know, right? This is turning out to be like a grand champion match at TN Impact.
I don't know how they're gonna judge it. Maybe they clarify like so many this and that. It's so many.
Cody's
points.
bleeding,
I
so he
don't
must
know.
lose.
I don't know.
Cody's dead.
It's gonna be interesting. Maybe they kind of let us know how judges are judging this match. I don't know. But it's going to be interesting. But man, if it goes a full 60 minutes.
Man, they better do like some old school WCW time shaving, like 4 minutes have passed, 10 minutes have passed.
Excuse me. Oh, 35 minutes have passed. Let's get old school and bring in the round system. Wasn't the judge thing an old school thing in some promotion? Yes. What was it from, Dave?
Well, they did the grand champion in TNA.
No,
They did in that.
the judge system. Wasn't that an NWA or AWA?
Yeah, not AWA, but I'm sure it was there too, possibly. But NWA used to have judges, and even TNA took that thing where when they were with the NWA and they did judging and they would judge matches and all that. But yeah,
Cody will win only to immediately have win reverse and title given back to Jericho, just like the Jericho versus Triple H match. I don't remember that one.
I do. That's when Jericho first won the world title, but he didn't because Triple H made Earl Hebner reverse the decision.
I don't remember that one. I would have to go back and watch. I'm sure once I watch it, be like, oh, okay. 10 minutes left. Justin Roberts' voice. Yeah. Every 10 minutes is really, every 5 minutes is 10 to 15 minutes. That would be funny. All right, Dave. Last match before we move into WWE NXT. The unsanctioned match. Why are
we covering this match? It doesn't count. It's not on the card.
All right. Well, true. It doesn't matter who wins or loses this match. But who do you think wins, and how crazy do you think this match goes?
The way they've been building up, it better get really crazy. You know, we better see Kenny Olivier build everywhere.
They added a little bit more hype to this match, a little bit more expectations to this match. Now saying it's an unsanctioned dark match.
Yeah, pretty much. So we probably shouldn't see it until AEW Dark then.
Laters, Chris. Thank you for joining us tonight, brother.
But yeah, I mean, I hope it better be bloody and it better be crazy because that's the way they're putting this match is going to be nuts. So I'm expecting nuts and craziness.
Do we see light bulbs, Dave?
In the arena, probably.
In the match, do you think we'll see some type of light bulbs being involved?
I think the light bulbs is a little Bush League, but for AEW, but you never know. Maybe Nick Cage will show up and he'll light bulbs. The real question is, do we see Superhuman in this match?
I think Superhuman has died down quite a bit since his popular months back.
After giving Ethan Page a stunner, he died down.
Do you think somehow they add it to the actual event? So what's gonna happen? So when the main event's over, or that's when they announce this is an unsanctioned match?
Yeah, that's how it should be.
This match has no rules. It's blah blah blah, and then the lights go off, or what the fuck goes on?
They dim it down or something.
Is there gonna be no commentary?
Yeah, I was just gonna say that. Because the last unsanctioned match they did, there was commentary. That was Janela and Cody and Moxley. Remember that? And that was a good match. So we should see some crazy stuff.
Prediction: Cody's dog Pharaoh jumps in the ring during the match and turns on Cody for dragging him out in the pyro during the All Out pay-per-view. Mr. AEW says, this is one of the matches that I can just feel the chemistry and intensity between the two. Every time they interact on TV, I just get the feeling that this is the match to see. And maybe it worked out in the long run that it didn't happen at All Out because now we have had to wait even longer and the anticipation is that much greater. I think these two are going to have a wild, balls to the walls and bloody match that will tear the house down. It might possibly be the match that Moxley wanted to have with Lesnar at WrestleMania a couple of years ago. Who wins? Again, it's a tough call, and the fact that the win doesn't count on their records makes the call even tougher. Do you have Kenny get the first big win or on pay-per-view, or do you have Moxley stand tall at the end of the pay-per-view? It's a coin toss for sure, but I'll go with Kenny Omega to get the win.
Man, Moxley better not lose this match. This is his match. He shouldn't lose it.
Remember Fyter Fest, they cut out for like a minute and then came back? That is true. That is very true. They could do that as well. If a Superhuman shows up, AEW is overpacked your bags, just go home, AEW. Damn, says Ted.
Wouldn't you agree with that? This is Mox's match. He should not lose his match.
Yeah, but see, that's the thing. That's the thing. You should expect Moxley to win a match that is in this type of a match, but that's also how people do lose matches like this because they come in super confident, super cocky. I'm gonna go Moxley. I'm gonna say Moxley wins. Something crazy. Something crazy is gonna happen. They're gonna jump off a gear or something is gonna happen at the show on Saturday night.
Tony? Do you think Kenny and Moxley go full gear in this match?